You know, the river, I'm told, is mighty. So, especially when you look at the Mississippi River, it's mighty, mighty. But it's ironic that we have two of our biggest cruise ships on the mighty, mighty Mississippi, regardless of the height of the river. So, we're glad to be looking at that. That's economic development at its best. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for all for being here today. I want to begin by welcoming our local officials, our state and our federal partners, members of the media, and of course the citizens of Vicksburg. We're here this afternoon to prove the importance update regarding the rising level of the Mississippi River. The safety and well-being of our community remain our top priority, and we want to ensure you that the public has accuracy, timely information about the current condition and what to expect in days to come. We are closely monitoring the situation in coordination with the Warren County Emergency Management, the Mississippi Emergency Management Agency, and the United States Army Corps of Engineers, Vicksburg District. Together, we've been working diligently to assess the risk, activate the flood fighting effort, and ensure the protection of the property infrastructure, and most important, the people. On Monday, April 7th, at the advisement of the Public Works Director, the Mayor Board of Alderman declared a state of emergency to respond to the rising river level. At that time, the Public Works Department also began installing, putting up flood walls and barricades throughout the city. The proactive measures are part of the coordinated effort in minimizing the impact of rising water on both our residents and our local business. While Vicksburg is no stranger to rising water of the Mississippi River, we continue to treat each event with urgency and commitment to protecting our community. We encourage all residents to stay informed throughout the channel, following the guidance of emergency management and obeying any signs of barricading for your safety. In closing, I want to take this moment to compliment our local emergency teams and the City of Vicksburg Public Works Director. Not only have they responded swiftly, but they have worked long hours to ensure that the city is protected. Their hard work does not go unnoticed, and we are grateful for them. Now, to provide a more detailed look at the current conditions and responding effort, I'd like to invite the City of Vicksburg Public Works Director, Mr. Dane Lovell.
Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon. So we have 5 gates closed along the river wall now. The China Street gate, which is the next gate down, will go in at 49, so we hope we don't go there. So right now they're still projecting 47.5. We are working on 61 South, Old River Bed. We're going to install 7 gates down there, because at 46 it starts getting into the culverts that come under the Old River Bed. And then, like I said, 48 feet, they will be completely underwater. So there again, we hope we don't only go to the 47.5. So right now we're still ahead of the game, pulling barricades out as it hits the roads up in Kings area, and blocking that off so people know that water's over the road. So we're doing everything we can to get everything ahead of it and stay ahead of it. All right, we'll turn it over.
Good afternoon. First, I'd like to express my appreciation to Mayor Flaggs, Mr. McCraney from the state of Mississippi, NEMA, John Effler from Warren County. I appreciate everybody here. Dane, thanks for all that update and keeping us safe. I am proud to be part of this community and to represent your United States Army Corps of Engineers, who's been serving our nation for the past 250 years. And during this high water event, we are focusing on 3 priorities. 1, the safety of our responders and those personnel who are going to be walking the levees for the weeks to come, making sure that the water stays on the wet side of the levee and that we all stay dry. 2, the protection and security of lives and property. It's very, very important that we protect our communities that are. It's very important that we stay focused on the communities that are protected by our levees and the flood walls. And lastly, we're going to operate the Mississippi River and Tributaries project as designed to pass this 2025 high water event. So how is the Corps of Engineers supporting this event? First, information sharing. We're coordinating water level forecasts several times per day. We're working with navigation and industry experts to make sure that those boats, specifically these tour boats and those boats that move commerce on the waterways, stay safe. Next, we're working with the levee boards up and down the state of Mississippi, Arkansas, and Louisiana, and coordinating with the emergency management personnel. And lastly, we're focusing on our efforts and dialogue with the Coast Guard and other industry professionals to, again, keep that navigation open. Second, we're enhancing the local response. So we just heard from the Public Works Director, we provided 2 pumps here to Vicksburg, provided some HESCO barriers and other sandbag protections. More is available if requested. But we are in support at the federal level to respond to the needs of local communities. We are available when you respond. Third, levee inspectors. So we're out on the levees during phase 1 operations to find the sand boils and to find water where it shouldn't be so we can return it back to where it needs to be. We're also measuring what we call the freeboard height, or how much water we have, or room we have left in the river based on the elevations of the levee and the forecasted elevations of the water. And last, it's operating the Mississippi River's Tributary Project. This project is designed to move high water. That's what it's doing, and that's what it will continue to do. It's operating safely within its parameters to protect our communities, to safeguard navigation, and to maintain water, both water that's on the ground that fell a couple weeks ago and future water forecasts. We are ready to respond as needed. I'd also like to provide comments on 2 specific structures. Arkabutla Dam. We all know there's an operating dam safety emergency up in Arkabutla in northern Mississippi. The water levels at Arkabutla peaked over the weekend. That water level is being managed safely, and we're releasing it safely, and that dam is in good shape. Next, Steel Bayou structure. We all know what happens when Steel Bayou closes. That water collects behind the Yazoo backwater. The structure is closed right now due to the high levels here. That structure will remain closed for about another 2.5 weeks, where we will reopen and release that water, again, safely within the parameters of the Mississippi River's Tributaries Project. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Steve McCraney. I'm with the Mississippi Emergency Management Agency on behalf of Governor Reeves and his team. What you see here is a combined effort. This is from a local, city, county, state, and federal, all in a partnership. We're all sharing the same information. We're all getting out, making our rounds, looking at what we need to look at. But I want to mention a couple of things that the citizens of this area can do. So, first of all, if you have somebody that moved in to Mississippi a couple of years ago, you might ought to tell them what the water does. Because a beautiful day like today, it doesn't seem like flooding is coming, but it is. It's on the way down. We've been monitoring all the way from Greenville and Tunica, Mississippi, and we've been watching the wave of water as it goes. And we'll be here in Vicksburg until it starts dropping about the 30th. Is that when you'll get up under minor? So you need to look at this. This is a long-term, very slow, very purposeful movement of water. It's going to flood some areas. So I need the public to look at what do you have for the next 3 days, 72 hours when you're cut off. When does that road get cut off? Where has water gone in the past? Do you have are the lines around your house, the ditches, are they free? Are they clear? Is that going to back up water? water into your residence. So I need you to look at those things very closely. Check out that drainage system around your home so you can make sure that you have a safe place. When does the road cut off to your house? There's a lot of roads here in Vicksburg that the road will be cut off, but your home will be fine on the other side. Our family members there, our elderly there during the day, are they going to get cut off at some certain point of time? And without a doubt, we work hand in hand with the local emergency management office here in Warren County. John Elford, he's the director there. He'll be coming up right behind me. What he knows, I know, and what he needs, he tells us if he doesn't have it, and we start sourcing through the Corps, through other means, and other supplies that we have. So we'll be ready. I just want the citizens to be ready. Notify those that where's your meet plan? Where are you going to meet back up with your family if there is flood water that actually gets you out of that home that you have, or that street you can't get out of? Have that plan already in place, be ready to execute it, and then the local emergency responders are ready when they have to be. But let's take that pressure off them and be ready yourself. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm John Elfer. I'm the Warren County Emergency Management Director. All the requests that the city of Vicksburg and the county have asked for the Corps of Engineers and MEMA, they come through my office. So as the Colonel discussed, we've gotten an 8-inch pump and a 6-inch pump to protect a subdivision on 61 South. We've gotten 500 feet of HESCO barriers in case those barriers are needed, along with sandbags. So we've established a unified command. I want to thank all our partners that are standing behind me. Like Director McCraney said, what he knows, I know. We share information. All of us speak daily, and there's no reason for anybody to get injured or certainly killed with the river flood. We know when it's coming. We about know when it's going to leave. It's slow to get here, then it's slow to leave us. So if you have any questions, concerns, we have a Warren County Emergency Management Facebook page. MEMA's putting stuff out. The Corps of Engineers is putting stuff out. The city of Vicksburg is putting stuff out. So there's multiple avenues where you can get information. And if you have any questions, you can always call my office at 601-636-1544. Thank you.
Will we be open for questions?
Where's the river normally sit at?
So the question was, where does the river normally sit at, or where does it normally flow? And I would say that's tough because it's seasonal. So high water clearly is in the 40s. Low water, goes all the way almost down to 10 feet or so. So it is variable. It goes down to 30 within a range of about 30 feet or so. Does that answer your question? Okay.
Is there any other communities besides the King community that might be affected first, or is water getting into those areas?
Sure. So that's a good question. So the question was, are there any areas besides Kings that'll be affected? And the answer is yes. We'll probably have about 15 to 20 road closures, and now's a good time to point that out. Not only is it illegal, but it's dangerous to bypass barricades and road close signs. We want you to stay away from those flooded areas. Eagle Lake 465 is the main drag that runs between 61 and the Eagle Lake community. That most likely will close on Friday, which means those folks are going to have to travel that backwater levee, which is not an improved surface, it's gravel. There's a lot of livestock, there's a lot of displaced animals up there. We want people to be safe and certainly be courteous to other drivers. But yeah, there are going to be a lot of roads that go under. One success story after the 2011 flood, which was historic, we were able to mitigate a lot of the houses that got wet. Either they were removed, torn down, or they were elevated. So we don't anticipate having a whole lot of flooded structures on this one. Thank you.
How will y'all notify the public about which closures will occur?
We'll put it out on social media.
Okay.
Cover
Goodson, in the audits that you're doing, are you seeing any anomalies, or is it business as usual?
Audits, what do you mean? The inspections?
The inspections, I'm sorry.
Okay.
My wife's a daughter.
No. So the question was, are we seeing any abnormalities or anything like that, or areas of concern in our inspections? And the answer right now is no, we are not. The system is operating as we predicted, and we're going to continue to do so through 24-hour monitoring.
Where are you expecting the river to press that?
So we expect the river to crest here at 47.5 feet.
Any other questions?
Yeah, that's it.
I guess one more. The emergency operations station back there. There was a little bit of brief info on that.
Sure. That emergency operations station is a federal asset. It's available for to disseminate information and to help with command and control of requirements. So right now it has not been activated, but we do want it to have it available for demonstration purposes and for public to see what it does. And if called forward, we would coordinate the federal response from that vehicle.
Cool. There you go.
All right, that's it.